Aries walks into the room like they own it, loud, bold, magnetic. Everyone calls them confident, fearless, passionate. But let's be honest, that same fire burns people alive. This is the part nobody talks about, the raw, messy, darker than you realize truth about Aries. And if you're an Aries, don't get mad, unless it's true. 1. Their anger isn't normal. It's volcanic. Aries doesn't just get mad, they erupt. One wrong word, one delayed reply, one moment of not getting their way, and boom, you're dealing with rage that could fuel a war. And here's the worst part. They don't care if they hurt you in the process. They'll scream, insult, and walk away like you were the problem. And when they calm down, they'll say, "I didn't mean it." But deep down, they did. And they'll do it again. 2. They think they're always right, and they'll fight to prove it. You can't win with an Aries, not because they're logical, but because they don't know how to back down. They argue like it's a sport, and their ego must win. Even when they're clearly wrong, they'll twist your words, raise their voice, and bulldoze your side until you give up. They don't want resolution, they want domination. Aries will gaslight you into believing their version of reality and still act like they're being honest. 3. They crave chaos, peace bores. Them, you thought you were in a healthy, calm relationship. Not with Aries. If things get too quiet, too predictable, they'll stir up drama just to feel alive. They'll pick fights out of nowhere, push your buttons, then disappear like nothing happened. And when you ask what's wrong, they'll say you're overreacting. Truth is, Aries doesn't know how to exist without tension. Stillness feels like death. They need fire, even if it burns you. 4. They're deeply selfish, but wrap it in confidence. Everything is about them, their dreams, their feelings, their time. They expect you to support, cheer, sacrifice, but they'll rarely do the same for you. They'll cancel your plans, ignore your needs, and still expect applause for simply showing up. And if you call them out, they'll say, "I'm just being independent." No, Aries, you're being selfish. And the worst part, you don't even see it. 5. They weaponize honesty to justify cruelty. Aries prides themselves on being real, but most of the time, they're just rude. They'll tell you your outfit looks bad, your ideas are stupid, your emotions are dramatic, all under the excuse of just being honest. They don't filter. They don't care. And when you finally react, they'll play the victim. Why are you so sensitive? Aries' honesty isn't strength. It's emotional carelessness disguised as boldness. 6. They hide their insecurity behind an unbreakable wall of ego. You'll never see Aries cry first. They'll laugh through heartbreak, joke through pain, and act like they're untouchable. But it's all armor. Deep down, they fear rejection more than anything. But instead of showing that, they mask it with arrogance, defiance, and impulsive decisions. They don't talk about their wounds. They act out. They'd rather burn a bridge than admit they're hurt. 7. They can't handle being ignored, but will disappear on you in a second. They want constant attention, constant energy. Ignore them for 1 hour and they'll spiral. But if they feel smothered, they'll ghost you, block you, disappear. No explanation. Aries wants full control over connection. When it starts, how it flows, and when it ends. But you don't get that power back, ever. 8. They love the chase, but get bored when they catch you. They'll pursue you like you're the only person on Earth. Text first, call non-stop, plan everything. But the moment they know you're fully in, the passion fades. They'll pull back, get distant, start focusing on themselves. It's not love, it's conquest. And when the thrill's gone, so are they. 9. They pretend to be brave, but run from emotional depth. Aries will face danger, conflict, even humiliation. But ask them how they feel. They're out. They hate vulnerability, deep conversations, or anything that requires emotional maturity. They'll joke their way through real issues, distract themselves with action, or pretend everything's fine. Bravery isn't loud, but Aries thinks volume equals strength. So they run from softness like it's weakness. Being close to an Aries feels like standing near a wildfire. It's thrilling, addictive, blinding. They pull you in with raw energy, with fearless charm, with that unshakable confidence that makes you believe they know exactly where they're going. But they don't. They're chaos wrapped in charisma, beautiful destruction with a smile. They don't think before they act. They don't pause before they speak. They erupt. And when they do, they take everyone down with them. They'll scream they're misunderstood while setting fire to every boundary you tried to build. They'll demand loyalty, expect obedience, and call it love. But the second you say no, the second you stop feeding their flame, they'll turn cold, gone, just like that. No closure, no explanation, just silence and smoke. They don't break your heart gently, they shatter it, step over the pieces, and say you were too sensitive. And the scariest part? They don't even regret it. Because in their world, the fire always makes sense. You don't survive an Aries, you survive escaping one.